some people, this time of the year is associated with difficult situations to deal with. I'm sorry if you have to deal with people and circumstances that have brought you angst and despair. In this video, I will share what I have done to break free from narcissistic psychopaths and recover from narcissistic abuse. I will assume that you have watched previous videos on this channel about my experiences with malignant narcissistic psychopaths. If you haven't watched them yet, you may choose to watch them later. In order to start my recovery process from narcissistic abuse, I've implemented the following steps. Understand that mental, physical, and emotional abuses are wrongdoings of very poisonous people. As a matter of fact, I believe they are pure evil in a humanoid form. Other people may refer to them as narcissistic psychopaths or malignant narcissists. Although I had been victimized by such demons, they have not, nor will they destroy my life. It may have taken me more time than I expected to be free from them. It doesn't matter. The key here is to be free. As soon as I became physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually free from them, I've immediately severed any form of contact with them. Unless it is absolutely necessary to be in contact with them, the contacts are always written, and all the steps in between are precisely documented. About half a year after I've severed contact with the demons, I've realized the damage inflicted upon me from the abuse and gaslighting by the malignant narcissists. The aftermath of the trauma has been complex post-traumatic stress disorder with the typical general anxiety and fear symptoms. I've taken the steps of recovery with a resourceful metacognition approach. Basically, I have started analyzing my own thought process. Investigating what I was thinking when certain thought processes occur, what might have triggered them, and consequences associated with evoked thoughts. I was impressed by the amount of fear I was generating in my mind. Interestingly enough, I've observed other people, under similar circumstances, expressing feeling overwhelmed by fear as well. It was not until I had realized that my general anxiety was a consequence of me being overwhelmed by fear. Also, feeling helplessness was a byproduct of fear itself. I was impressed to find out that most of my complex post-traumatic stress disorder triggering events was fired by fear. Meanwhile, I was actively seeking information to build my own knowledge base about narcissistic psychopaths. It was by the time I understood that fear is the triggering pattern which fires all undesirable mental and emotional during my recovery process. I don't know if this is something you resonate with, but if it is, you may find it interesting what I'm saying here. Using metacognition, carefully analyzing my own thought processes, I've come to understand that fear had been programmed in my mind. In summary, most of what I was perceiving as fear, it was nothing else than a script running in my mind 24/7. That this fear had blocked my ability to see what I needed to understand in order to break free from the demons in the prison they had kept me for many years. I've realized I could reject or delete those scripts running the back of my mind, programmed by the malignant narcissists in my life. That fear is a thought process that most often represents illogical assumptions, and I can choose not to be deceived by illogical assumptions. With a lot of mental exercise, I've been able to significantly eliminate general anxiety and helplessness in my life. Sadly, in my case, not a single social worker, psychiatrist, or psychologist was able to help me. As a matter of fact, in my case, they've just made my attempt to recover from malignant narcissistic abuse a complete waste of time and money. During my recovery process, I've also realized the importance of discernment. I've learned to understand the dangers of fear-mongering sources of misinformation and how to stay away from them. It's being a lonely, and, at the same time, interesting path I have taken in the direction of recovery from malignant narcissistic abuse. The fearlessness path, as I call it. As you watch this video, you may be all by yourself or forced to be in contact with narcissistic psychopaths. Regardless the environment around you, I invite you to look inward to find your own fearlessness path, should you believe this path may help you recover from narcissistic abuse. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish you happy holidays and a happy new year, with all the blessings and energy to help you recover from whatever emotional abuse you need to recover from. Remember, knowledge is power.